What up, everybody? Welcome back to Pro Publications YouTube channel. It's always me, Rich, and I'm in a different spot just because my wife needed the other room. So it'll be like that sometimes. This is what matters to us, zines. And I got one from the Mexico trip. It's called El Puno en Alto, meaning raised fist, and it's in Spanish. Originally, I was thinking like maybe I should do two videos, one in English, one in Spanish, but I think I'm just gonna talk about it. If you're a Spanish speaker, then you might want to pick this up. This zine is really cool. I wish I had read it prior to leaving Casa Bosque, which is where I bought this at, the zine distro in Ciudad de Mexico. And the reason why is this was published 2017, and it was published in response to an earthquake that happened in Mexico. This is the first one out of a 5-zine set that was created to raise funds for places that had been destroyed, also to just help the general population of the area, the area that was most affected. And had I known, I would have bought the whole set, but I didn't know. I just went through buying, the ones that looked the most interesting to me. Something called El Puno en Alto just sounded like something of resistance, so I snatched this one up. This one is a long poem, so it's just one poem. Just one poem. And I enjoyed the poem. I thought it was very well written. So I really liked it. Once again, I really wish I would have got the whole set. This is what I'm talking about. Zines as a form of resistance. Zine is probably the easiest thing you can print. And you add the value to it. The poetry, the poems. The poem in this is the value added to it. It's a poem actually written in response to the earthquake. And it's very strong because the poem is talking about tapping into this idea of a people that are always kind of losing and always coming up short. And like, as a working class person, who cannot relate to that? You know what I mean? Like, I know I relate to that. This idea of always being $1 short, a day late, and it kind of taps into that emotion, that feeling. And that's why, it kind of concludes with this idea of like the struggle, the strife, and not giving up. And El Puño Alto, he's saying like those that still like raise their hand, like I'm alive, like I'm here to be found under the debris created by the earthquake. It kind of brings this defiance, this unwillingness to die quietly, I guess. So who wrote this? Juan Villoro is the one that wrote this poem that you can find in this zine. One of those things where I don't know how many more of these are out there where you can find these. I'll put all the information that I can find in the show notes. I'm not too sure how much I'm gonna find. I know that this is made by a publishing house out there in Mexico. So very, very cool stuff, man. To quote the homie Craig from 5 O'Clock Zine, who also has a YouTube channel that I think you guys should check out. But this zine, super fucking cool. Alright guys, that's all I got for you today. Until next time,
fight the fascists.
Lates.